My little sister Sarah offed herself after being bullied. My parents turned gray overnight. Those three little shits just smirked and said, "We're minors. The law can't touch us. What are you gonna do about it?" I smirked right back. "I'm gonna make you wish you were never born." I was in class when my mom called. She didn't say anything for a good long while, just choked back sobs. Something felt wrong. My heart started pounding in my chest. Finally, she gathered herself enough to wail into the phone. "Danny, something happened to Sarah. I bailed on class. Didn't even grab my stuff. Just booked it to the nearest bus station. Mom, I'm coming home. Don't freak out. Just tell me what happened." She was gasping for air between sobs, just repeating over and over, "Your sister, she got beat up." I tried calling Sarah, but no answer. Then my dad, same thing. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely hold my phone. I googled Sarah's school and her name, found a video with a few thousand views. I clicked it. A scrawny girl was lying on the ground, shielding her head. Three girls were circling her, taking turns kicking her in the face. After about 30 seconds, one of them said, "Let's shave this little bitch's head. See if she's so hot then." She giggled, squatted down, and grabbed a fistful of Sarah's hair. Snip, snip, snip. The girl on the ground curled up in a ball, trying to disappear. The bullies got even more fired up. "Oh, you wanna hide, huh?" They were working together like they'd rehearsed it. One sat on the girl's back, pinning her arms. Another one was snapping pictures, and the third was slapping her. Smack, smack, smack. That's when I finally saw the girl's face under the mess of hair. It was Sarah. The slapper got tired and nodded to the one taking pictures. Then I heard an excited voice from behind the camera. "My turn, my turn." She pulled out a Sharpie and drew a dick on Sarah's swollen face. Sarah couldn't get away and let out these desperate screams. "Why'd you do that?" One of the girls whined. Her face was all clear. "Now how's she gonna be a skank?" She hauled Sarah up and dusted her off. Seemed like she was actually gonna let her go. Sarah just stood there, clutching her shirt, lost. Next thing you know, she kicked Sarah in the back as hard as she could. Sarah went sprawling, and blood started spreading on the ground. Then they jumped on her, ripping her school uniform. "Ripe!" The comments blew up instantly. But just as quick, the video was gone. "This video has been taken down." And then the post disappeared too. "You okay?" The taxi driver glanced at me in the rearview mirror. "You look kinda sick." We were driving into a tunnel. The car window showed my red eyes and the veins popping out on my forehead. My front yard was swarming with nosy neighbors. I pushed my way through and saw my parents sitting on the couch, cops in the middle, then some guy in a suit, and three other middle-aged dudes, probably the principal and their parents. The three little shits were in the corner. Two of them were looking down, but the one in the middle was sitting on our old milk crate, filing her nails. When she saw me, she nudged the others, pointed at me, said something, and they all started laughing. "I'm gonna kill you." I grabbed the nearest thing, a glass vase, and charged, but they grabbed me right away. One of the parents even snatched the vase from me. "Let me go, or I'll kill you all." The shit in the middle hid behind her dad, grinning at me. A cop came over and patted me on the back. "Hey, calm down. We're trying to figure out how to settle things here. Don't make it worse." I shook off the parents' hands. "All right, how are you gonna settle it?" The mood in the room shifted. They all looked at each other, exchanging glances. They were definitely planning some BS. The principal pulled me aside, put an arm around my shoulder. "You're Sarah's brother, right? Look, the school takes this very seriously. We've given Wendy and the others a stern talking to. They promised it won't happen again. Seeing as it's their first offense, we're hoping you'll—" "What are you saying?" I shoved him away. "You want us to just let it go?" Caught off guard, the principal looked a little flustered. "Look, kid, we've already taken down all the social media posts. You know that kind of stuff going around ain't good for Sarah. She's a girl after all." "So?" I laughed, but there was no humor in it. "So should we get on our knees and thank you for your generosity? You took it down for Sarah or for these little monsters? Kid, you gotta look at the bigger picture." "Can't. All I know is my sister got hurt." That's when one of the parents scoffed. "Maybe you should ask yourself why it was just your sister out of the whole class who got picked on. I bet she did something to deserve it. Takes two to tango, you know?"